Do you want a bigger signal on HF and chase the DX? Well, today we're going to be looking at the MFJ 1848 Hexbeam from MFJ Enterprises. We're going to be doing an unboxing today and assembling the antenna, and we're going to see how it performs on the air, so stay tuned. If you enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos from my channel. So let's get into it. So welcome to Ham Radio DX. Today, as I said, we're going to be looking at the MFJ 1848 Hexbeam, and it's quite a tall box that it comes in. We've got Richard, VK7ZBX, also joining us on the channel today to help us assemble this and see how it performs. Hi Richard.
How you doing, babe?
So yeah, looking forward to this.
This is yeah, I've always wanted to know what these Hexbeams sort of look like, so now we'll get first hand.
All right, let's unbox it and we'll see what parts we've got.
The unboxing tool.
The knife. Oh, nuts are loose. We've got a pile of bolts. Okay, so we're starting to unpack our boxes. We've got the different reflector element pieces. Come in all various different bags. They're all marked with what elements they are as far as band's concerned.
Lots of hose clamps.
We've got some hose clamps, some plastic spacers it looks like. Lots of hose clamps there actually.
Driven elements.
Couple more reflectors, driven elements.
Oh, this is the bag that's had the oops.
So we've got so not as a fault of MFJ, but just the rigids of travelling. We've got some loose bits here, which we'll repack back in here.
We have to find them for.
That's okay. We can get to that.
So that's wow.
So that's a cast aluminium.
So it must, yeah, it
hub.
looks like, so it must go up that way perhaps for the plate.
Yes, for mounting.
Sweet.
Yep. So that looks really good, doesn't it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Insulatory piece.
Yep. Oh, now this is apparently, I've heard, the most important piece. Let's take that.
Oh wow.
I'll get that a little bit off here.
That looks like it's just been router cut and folded. It's great.
Yep, hub. So we've got our cable, our cord.
Just extract all the nuts and bolts. Sort of.
This has travelled a long way. It's travelled from the United States to Australia, so it's done well. So what are these? These are 2 per bag. These looks like extension elements or something. There's 2 that are longer.
Here's the bit that all the blokes away.
Real men don't need instructions, right? Another couple. Got a couple of loose elements. Now we're starting to get towards, these are the...
Okay, so these are just fiberglass.
Fiberglass?
Yeah. Unlike the other squid poles that we've often seen where they telescope, these obviously look like they're just...
Yeah, so we'll put these off to one side. Oh, some of them are loaded. There's lots of nuts and bolts in this, which makes me concerned it's going to take a while to put together. Another small bit of aluminium.
There's lots of bits here, Hayden.
There are lots of bits. I think that's everything.
That's everything out of the box.
So I think we can take this box away. Okay, so we've got everything unpacked here now. So despite what we said, we better look at the instructions. So what have we got?
It's just suggesting that we have a temporary mast on the ground for assembly so you can reach some of the higher parts.
Okay, that's good. We've got a temporary
Yeah.
mast setup that we're going to use here. A few extra parts have been included in the pack. What's this say? If you plan to assemble the antenna over grass, be prepared to go on a lawn safari to find the hardware that you drop. If not, it's not a question of if, but when you drop something. A few extra parts have been included in the parts pack for just such an adventure.
Well,
good.
it's obviously been designed by people who have built this stuff before. That stuff, which is great.
Okay, so what's in the box? So we better check off to make sure that we've got everything. We've got the coax balun. That's already been pre-assembled,
Yeah, which is great. We've got the
pre-made up.
ferrites on it.
Yep. And that's it.
Okay.
Well, it looks a lot simpler when you've got all of the parts laid out like that, doesn't it? This bag here full of various bits and pieces worries me, but we'll see how we go.
Right.
Okay, so the first thing is plate assembly. We want to take one of the mounting plates and mount the top support to it.
They're both the same from the look of it.
Yeah, I think they are. They're both the same. So we want the plates and we want to mount the top support to it, which is this bad boy.
Yep.
And we want to mount that to the top using 1/4 inch -20 by 1 inch bolts. So we're just about ready to assemble the Hexbeam. What we might do is to save time in this video, is we might do a little bit of a time lapse as we go through, and as we discover things, we'll stop the video and see how we go then. Okay, so we've set up our plate assembly. We've got our fiberglass spreaders all set up on our base plate. So now we're moving on to our element supports, but it's gone together quite easily, hasn't it?
Pretty intuitive, great.
Yeah. So we'll move on and we'll put our element supports on. Okay, so we've had to make a bit of an adjustment with where we've placed this. It's a little bit bigger than what we had expected. So we've just moved it out a little bit further down the driveway, and we've got our fiberglass tubing extension elements now. We've got 2 bits of tubing here, and there's a 3rd bit of tubing that goes in that's thinner. So that's going to extend it out quite big. It's a lot bigger than I thought, but I suppose you got to expect that with the amount of bands that you get with this particular antenna. So we'll extend these out and see how we go. Okay, so we've slowly been working away with the Hexbeam. It's getting a little bit later. It's taken a little bit more time than we expected. Sun's starting to go down, so it's getting rather cold out here now. But we've got our support ropes going on for the various arms. We've got our center support tube as well. The instructions say to mount it on the ground so that you can access up here, which is a good idea, very good tip, because it's a lot easier to do it that way. So we've got a little bit more, a couple more things to do. We'll finish off the tie ropes and putting the support ropes and putting them up on this here, and then what we're going to do is set it aside, and we'll come back in the next couple of days to finish off the antenna build. We're just running out of light here at the moment, so this is where we're at so far. It's gone together fairly easily, and following the instructions closely is definitely a must. So yeah, we'll reconvene again after we come back tomorrow. I say tomorrow, but it's not really tomorrow. This is why I really should write a script. We're going to be unpacking it, unboxing it rather. Damn it, I stuffed it up. Okay. Is that the top or the bottom? Do you want a bigger signal on HF to chase that DX? I said, yeah, flip her over. Oh. Stapled on the side. Looking at it and just seeing what bits we've got to put together. Put the antenna together. It is, that's exactly right. It's just going to be the blooper reel.